I've been thinking about the things I will leave behind. Not only paintings or journals, but the quiet parts of myself that somehow continue living through the things I create. I didn't realize all these moments were connected until I found my grandmother's journals. A couple of days ago, I found my grandmother's old notebooks. And as I was skimming through the pages and reading, I felt like she was right there with me. She would have been 100 this year. But reading her thoughts, her words, her to-do list, and even reading her recipes that she left behind, I had no idea she enjoyed cooking. It made me realize why I'm so drawn to slower correspondence, letters, journals. In my last video, I was talking about Leonardo da Vinci, and he's been gone for centuries, but he left behind an immense body of work, of journals and art. And we get to peek inside what was in his mind and what he was thinking at that time. But my grandmother wasn't a famous person. But her words lived on. And maybe that's why I'm so drawn to writing a letter. Because a letter has a way of moving a person forward by reading and taking time out of your day to spend time with the person that was writing the letter for you. And my hope is that when I write a letter for someone, they can feel like I'm right there with them. And what a privilege that would be, right? For them to read my words. And that's why I'm so excited to work on my snail mail and to create this and bring it into life. After finding my grandmother's notebooks, I found myself wanting to make something that could be held on to. So I began working on the first prototype of my letter. Reading her words reminded me why letters matter. Because decades later, they still made me feel close to someone I could no longer speak to. And the more time I spend making it, the more I found myself thinking about the person who might one day hold this letter in their hand. Nothing about it could be rushed. because maybe that's the quiet beauty of creating something by hand. You never really know where it will end up or whose heart it might reach. After finishing my first letter, I found myself returning to the studio. I kept thinking about something. If I'm hoping to leave behind work that means something to someone someday, then I also want to keep becoming a better artist. So instead of putting pressure on myself to create a finished painting, I decided to work on my small self-portrait study again. And lately I've been trying to approach painting a little bit differently. Less focus on getting everything right, and more focus on learning how to really see. And that's also why I decided to sign up for a fundamental oil painting class. Because I want to build a stronger foundation for the work that I'm building. I'm working on my self-portrait. And I've been noticing something lately. It's like the more that I paint and the more that I write, the more I realize that none of it exists on its own. It's connected. And I think that's when I realized that I'm not just making art. I'm slowly carving my own story through the things that I choose to create. And what a beautiful thing that is to witness that unfolding in real time.